just starting.
Good morning and welcome to Abundant Living Ministry CyberChurch. Just so you're aware, this is a warning. I'm silly. You'll figure it out.
And something I realized last week after listening back to our service, we should probably give a disclaimer that neither of us are on any kind of narcotics and we are not intoxicated. This is just how we normally are.
Right. I'm silly, he's goofy, and yeah. And then there's probably more to it than just those two things. But we kind of bounce off of each other. That sounds funny.
Yeah, that's why we have to have be in a room with padded walls, because it's safer, all that bouncing.
Yeah, so we could do comedy as long as we didn't have to actually plan anything.
And as long as we didn't quit our day job so we could still pay the bills.
If it was impromptu comedy, we could probably do really well.
Yeah, with a bunch of people watching us, waiting for us to be funny.
I could always tune them out. We could always have a screen. They couldn't see us, hear us.
Well, then they wouldn't know we weren't being funny. They couldn't see or hear us.
Then they could.
They could always assume.
No, they could only hear us.
That would be kind of like Schrader's. Whose cat?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know, the cat in the box where you don't know if the cat's alive or dead. And so, since it could be alive and it could be dead, both are true until the cat's observed.
Well, anyway, so let's not get too complicated.
Or something like that. Okay, anyway, we're starting off a little more loose because we're doing impromptu today. Not impromptu comedy, don't worry. Don't be expecting us to be funny, because
it could be.
We're not going to be at all.
Because I've seen fairies. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah. This is why she never does drugs and doesn't ever drink alcohol. Because she's already,
Hey, now! Well, anyways.
All right, and that'll be $29.95 per person, and you can pay that by clicking one of the donation plates. No, there's no charge. However, if you want to help us support our cost here, now's the time to do it. Oh, anytime's fine, but...
Can I tell them how?
Yeah, you do that.
There are donation plates at the door, and there are donation plates near the podium. And if you're not in Second Life, you should be. Okay, anyways, if you're not in Second Life, you go to ALM CyberChurch.org, and there are offering plates there. I mean, donation plates, whatever they're called. We gotta come up with a different name because they're just not clicking with me. Anyways, maybe you should call them unicorn plates. They're unicorns, Ben. Give it to the unicorn.
We could arrange that.
Make them the shape of a unicorn. You just click on it and then you give them.
That would take some work, but that would be interesting.
That would be so much fun.
You pay them and you see unicorns catching coins in their mouth out of the air.
No. Once you click it and you give them the money, they just prance around and get all happy. That would be more fun. And then they do a leap in the air and there's a rainbow.
Anywho, let's finish up this part so we can move along.
Okay, so yeah, just give what you want and we will be thankful for your help with us, with all that. Thanks.
And while they do this, yes, okay, I will pour you another drink.
It isn't for me, I don't drink. Well, I do, I drink water.
Whoops, is this microphone still on? Ah. All right. Now that we've done that,
Are we gonna skip around the room naked? Don't look at me like
this
that!
is a moderate sim. We will do no such thing. Yeah. Anywho.
Who said
So,
it's a good life?
Why don't we just sing? That's much safer. We have an audience here. Even if there are only 4.5 people.
What is there? A midget or something?
Something like that.
Wait a minute, they're not half people. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Minotaur? Or
Minotaur?
Minotaur?
Minotaurs, no, they're not half. Well, they are half people, half whatever. I don't remember which one they are.
What do Minotaurs eat?
You have to know if they're half bull or a man or half.
Minotaurs eat minute rice. Okay.
Oh,
Anywho,
okay.
We're going to sing.
Well.
So click the podium on the stage. You'll get a note card that has song lyrics in it. And
our goofiness, maybe.
yeah.
We should get pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Okay, and enjoy singing because this might be the last. These songs might be the last sane moment you experience here today. All right.
Oh, don't even.
Okay.
I can be singing if I want to.
Okay. Let's sing.
Just as real as any dear imagination, we lift our hearts in homage to the God who fills our minds. Here in your presence, as I sit in silent prayer, I raise my hands in full surrender. Sun is shining, rain is falling, wind is blowing, and I am alive here in your temple, where timeless power flows, and I can feel your breath inside me. Pulsing rhythms, life is flowing, joy is rising up, I am from the lights of the city to the glow of distant stars. I see your life dance all around me. Sun is shining, rain is falling, wind is blowing, and I am alive higher than your mountains, deeper than your seas. Endless as this moment, pulsing rhythms, life is flowing, joy is rising up, I am alive. From the mysterious depths of the dark blue seas to the most distant lands past the galaxies, the moon and the sun and the most distant stars, from the great Milky Way to the unknown afar, wherever our minds can imagine to go, it is there that you dwell like the water and snow. No matter the place where our dreams can abound, it is in that same place that our gods can be found. Not depth and not height, neither angels nor jinns can hide me from your love, for it comes from within. out. I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let religion get out. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let my love light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let my love light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let my love light shine. Gonna let it shine. Gonna let my love light shine. Let it shine. Let's let our love light shine. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Damaging words and uninformed assertions have no place in my mind today. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I will learn from the past. I will plan for tomorrow. I will sharpen my mind, and from greater minds borrow. I will reach out with love, hear with true understanding. Make this world just a little bit better. Today, day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. have no place in my mind today. Damaging words and uninformed assertions have no place in my mind today. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better now.
If you'd like to be seated and you're not already, you can be. If you'd like to be seated and you are already, simply get up and then you can sit down.
And if you don't want to be seated, you want to levitate, well, you're going to have to do that on your own. I'm not exactly sure how you can do that.
Well, it's pretty easy in Second Life.
Just be careful of the ceiling, okay?
Yep. Anywho.
Anyways.
In case you missed it at the intro, we're just going to do something impromptu today.
We have no clue what we're going to say. It might be crazy, and it might not be. So just buckle your seatbelts if you have them, and we're going on a bumpy ride.
Yep. And if you do have a seatbelt, that probably means that you're in an automobile. And if you are driving, or if the driver can hear what you're listening to, you might want to hit pause and come back to this later, or pull off the road.
It might be dangerous listening to this while you're driving.
Indeed.
'Cause he's crazy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's all you. It's all your fault.
And hopefully there will be a moral to the story if we can figure out what the story is. Or maybe we'll just skip the story and go right to the moral if we can figure out what the moral might be.
But we might never get to the end, so it might be like the never-ending story and just keep going and going and going. Let's not sing that song, okay?
We'll not sing the never-ending story.
No, that's not that song. Ooh. I like that song. I'm not talking about that song. I'm talking about a different song.
This is a message that...
No, not that one! No!
It just goes on and... Okay.
Deep breath. Breathe.
All right, well, we hope everybody had a good week this past week. And if you didn't and you want to talk to somebody about it after we get done doing whatever in the world we're going to do today, you can instant message us, or at any time you can go to almcyberchurch.org and click the director's offices and send us a message there.
Maybe they might be better talking to somebody else.
Yeah, if you want to talk to somebody sane, we actually are sane. But, yeah.
Sometimes it's just fun to be silly and goofy and whatever else we are, too.
It's selective sanity.
Well, this is just fun. I don't understand why people have to think, you have to always be serious all the time. Because there's something about laughter.
We were trying to figure out before this started what in the world we were going to talk about. And Medicaposa suggested the series that she's been doing, Fireside Chats, of what the world needs. And first I thought of popcorn, which isn't really very helpful. I mean, I like popcorn.
It's yummy, but I don't think that was
Right.
something that I was thinking. Well, food, that would
But
be...
I was just now thinking, what the world needs is fun. Because people tend to take things way too seriously.
Yes, that would be a good something
Get
or other.
all bent out of shape. They take themselves too seriously, so that if somebody pokes fun at them, they get all offended and their day is ruined. Don't take yourself so seriously.
It's understandable if, in fact, you're being bullied or harassed or something like that. But if it's just all in good fun, you shouldn't be taking it too seriously, is what we're saying. We're not saying that bullying and harassing is okay. It's not. Just wanted to put that out there because some people would probably think we're saying that it's okay, and it's not.
No.
But the kind of teasing I do to Honeybear is okay.
Yeah. And even if, say at work, there is a customer who is really nasty and they're just, how dare you follow company policies? You're just stupid. And
We've had those, right, Ben? Yes, we have.
if you're not in the habit of taking yourself and everything that happens so seriously, it might be a little bit easier. You might have to consciously do it, but to kind of shake it off. It's like, okay, well.
We should do that song after this. Shake it off. You know, Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cue that up at the end of the, after everything's done. We'll cue that up.
Yeah,
So
it'd be
if-
a good song.
If you're listening to the message on YouTube or later in the week, you'll just have to find it yourself. Shake it off, Taylor Swift. But if you're listening here now, either on the stream or here in Second Life, we'll play it, so you'll hear it. So there you go. Maybe I'll link it in the video.
I was going to make a silly comment about where else you could hear it, but, you know.
Yeah, I'll put it in the YouTube video. At the end, there will be a card. You can click it to listen.
If we had them unicorns we were talking about, we were talking, I don't remember did we actually recorded it or not, but we were talking about having unicorns instead of the donation plates, because I always forget to call them donation plates. So I was thinking it would be so cute to have unicorns. And then you click the unicorn, and I was like, we could pretend that the unicorns are talking. And they're the ones that are saying the things.
Can you actually see them out front of the church?
Not right
See
now.
them? They're dancing. Dancing unicorns.
But we're not in Second Life, so how would it?
Well, yes, we are in Second Life. They're out there dancing.
I like unicorns. And maybe butterflies flying around the unicorns.
Butterflies.
And rainbows. I'm going to make it all girly. Sorry, Ben.
Rainbows. It's getting really busy out there.
It is.
Wow.
It's fun, though. I said the F word, Ben.
Oh,
No.
the F word.
Okay, cart me off.
The 4-letter F word. F-U-N-N. Fun.
Fun. No.
It is
Okay,
fun.
put the handcuffs on and cart me off to jail. I said the F word. Fun. Go ahead, cart me off. Aren't you
What is
gonna
that?
cart me
What is that saying? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah.
Although all play and no work makes Jack a real jerk. It rhymes, but it's not necessarily true.
Lazy. He'd be lazy.
Yeah, lazy. Makes Jack a lazy jerk. There we go. He might not be a jerk.
Lazy.
He might be really fun, but just lazy.
I think the key is having fun and also doing the serious, a balance of the two. Sometimes people don't quite get the balance right, and they do one or the other more, and then there's problems. I think that's important.
And I wouldn't say it's 50-50. Like a balance, you think it has to be the same on one side and the same on the other side. You can even mix them up just where it's appropriate. Do what's appropriate. Even at work, you can have fun. It's
I have fun.
How can I have fun doing this? Or how can I change my attitude about it? So instead of I have to do this and I have 5 more hours, and you saw me look at my watch, right? Because we don't have video yet. 5 more hours, and you think all these negative things about what you have to do. And if you just change your mental focus, you can get away from that negativity and have a little bit of fun.
Change your mindset.
You can appreciate it. It's like, I'm making money now. I'll be able to eat this week.
I don't remember what day it was. Was it today when I went into work? And I was like, I'm happy to be here. Oh, got out of the car.
Yeah.
Drove up, got out of the car. It's like, I'm happy to be here. It's time to go to work. Let's go. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that, because like at work I hear a lot, oh man, I don't want to be here. Everybody complains about being there, complains about what they have to do, complains, like, I understand if they have a problem customer and they complain about that. That's something that's a little different. It's part of the job, yes, but if it's really something, or there is actual harassment going on by a customer, then that needs to be dealt with. But there are just some things about your job you can change the way you look at them. You can change the way you look at any kind of situation, any kind of relationship you have. Make it fun. Though my relationship with my dad is estranged, and I'm not always sure of how to see the fun in it. But I remember the fun times I had with him. It's just hard because there haven't been any recent ones. And he's making it difficult for that. Because I put up boundaries and he's not abiding by them. But I think sometimes we just have to realize maybe that's my not so fun relationship, but I have some other fun ones. My relationship with Ben is a lot of fun, but there are also important and serious times that we need to, and we always deal with those, but we also have fun. A lot of fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, once every 7 3/4 years, there comes a really serious thing we need to deal with. But other than that...
He's just pulling your leg or your tail or whatever you have.
Why'd you have to tell them? They wouldn't have known it was me because we don't have a video camera.
But I mean, like, I'm assuming that they have a tail or a leg. That is. Oh, I'm assuming their race. How horrible!
I had to yank on that person's ear though. They don't have tail or like
ear.
Yeah. That was me. That was not me. It's a fairy.
Okay.
Yeah. This. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yank on their wings. We could yank on their wings.
That's kind of
scales.
Some wings are kind of delicate.
Hair's kind of an ouchie.
Yeah. But this life is short. It's just kind of a blip. And it's, as far as we know, it's the only one you have. So think, what can I do today to get some enjoyment out of life? Not enjoyment that's going to hurt somebody else.
Right.
But in fact, if you can help somebody else have some fun as well, just the way we're wired, that makes your fun even more fun. It's more fulfilling.
Or even just helping someone, because that's not necessarily always fun. But like today at work, I helped a customer, and sadly, we are no longer carrying the product she wanted. So that was kind of a bummer, and I felt bad. And she's like, "Oh, it's not your fault." And I was like, "Yeah, but I still feel bad because I wanted her to be able to have the item she was looking for." Because we were the only store that carries it, and we're the only one that's open that's close to her anymore is our store. So it was kind of sad that it was kind of a letdown for her. But in all of that, she was still appreciative of me helping her, and just being able to try to help is something. Because sometimes you try to help and you're helping. There is no, what's the word, really nice conclusion. The solution isn't the one that they wanted or you wanted in helping them, but you learned something along the way, or you had it was fun, even though the conclusion, the goal was not reached or whatever. Sometimes, like I've said before, if you've been in any of my fireside chats, you would know I talk a lot about the journey. Life is a journey, and it's not always about the goal that you, like the end goal, whatever that is. In religion, it's a certain, some of them it's heaven or nirvana or what have you. But that's not always the most important thing, the goal. It's the journey that you go on as you go, and the experiences you have and the people you meet, because sometimes the people you meet is the most interesting thing that you will ever experience, because they'll touch your life and you'll touch theirs, and you might not even know how you touched the lives of someone, and you might not know how much fun you have given to them because of just being in their life and being able to make them laugh and to give them encouragement. So there's my important thing for the, I guess yeah, one of them anyway. Yeah. You never know. I might actually say something else important or serious or whatever you want to say. I do say things like that. I write poetry, so sometimes they're fun and sometimes they're serious and sometimes kind of in the middle and everything. But I just,
or even when you're out at the store, wasn't that long ago. I forget what I was getting. Doesn't matter. But I saw a lady in one of those electric carts, and she was standing trying to get something off of the top shelf at Walmart in the grocery section. And I was in kind of a hurry. I didn't want to spend more time there than I had to, but I couldn't not walk over and help her get it down. And I forget the exact exchange, verbal exchange we had, but I could tell that brightened her day a little bit. So just little things. And when you see somebody that you can help, even if it's just helping with a smile, do it. It'll make you feel good. It'll make them feel good. It's a win-win.
Yeah, I think, like, if we're going to talk about, fun and other things that the world needs, just time would be a good one. Because you were talking about how, you were kind of in a hurry to get out of Walmart. I think everybody's a lot of the times trying to get out of Walmart as fast as they can. And that's why it's so chaotic there. So everybody's in a hurry. And
unless you're in a hurry, and then everybody seems like they're going very slowly.
Right. But I just think sometimes if we just kind of slow down a little bit, we'll be able to, I think we'd actually catch more people that need help than we realize if we were just paying a little more attention and not in such a hurry.
Yeah, and in addition to that, even just slowing down and forgetting about all the things you have to do. I mean, if you actually have to be somewhere and that's important, then don't just slow down and forget about it. But if you do take the time to just enjoy your time at the store, just stop worrying about other things and complaining about how many people there are or what they're out of. That's one of my pet peeves at the Walmart to which we generally go. They are, I almost never walk out of there with everything we went for because they're out of stuff. But yeah, slowing down, it helps you be less stressful. And I'm sure you realize that the less stress you have, the better you feel and the better your experience of that day and of that time at the store.
Mindfulness. That's mostly what we're talking about. Which means, in its simplest form, because I always use the simplest form of definitions because it's easier for me to remember and to understand.
And it's easier for me to figure out what she's talking about.
I wonder if there's a way to, like, because I talk so quickly, so fast, to slow down my words, like I was saying with not being in a rush, is to slow down my speech. But I don't think there is a way, really.
Yeah, sometimes talking too slowly when somebody's listening to your words can be quite aggravating.
But also
unless you are in a certain setting where you are trying to help people relax and you are instructing them to close their eyes and breathe in
dream,
and breathe out. And as the only sound they hear is the sound of my voice and their breath going in and out.
I was gonna
And they find themselves in a very comfortable place.
I was gonna make it start be horror to say, and the sound of the chainsaw is like, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Well, it is almost October 31st.
I know, but I don't really like horror, you know. I remember sitting in my stepdad's sister's house, and her daughter, which I guess would be my step cousin, but I never really thought of it that way, was watching like Jason or something, and I was playing Barbies I wasn't able to see the TV, but I could hear it. And I was like, what is going on the TV? Because that was horrible. And I was like, ah.
Jason was one of my best friends when I was a kid. It wasn't the same Jason. It was somebody who lived down the road from me. Well, on the same street. But his name was Jason.
Well, that's good to know. It wasn't the same one.
Yeah.
That would be kind of scary.
At least I don't think so. I don't know what happened to him. Could be.
Benjamin. Oh my God.
I probably drove him crazy. It's my fault.
Oh my God. Benjamin, you're something else. See? Fun again. Having fun again. Fun again.
Yeah. Give me a moment and I'll think of something else intelligent to say.
Well, while he's thinking about something intelligent, let's see. See, I'm a writer, so I almost...
What?
You are interrupting me.
I didn't know blowing
That's cream
bubbles in my
soda.
cream soda would disturb you.
It's
Okay.
loud.
You're a writer, and you were saying.
And sometimes I write stories. Ben seems to like them.
Yep.
And poems. You seem to like those too.
Yep.
Well, sometimes I have lots of fun because I can make up whatever I want. And it's enjoyable. See, that was what we were saying before about finding things that you enjoy. And then kind of spreading around the fun with other people.
Yeah.
There are ways to do that.
And finding a good hobby is a good way to do it, something you enjoy doing. If you don't have one and you haven't tried, like, for example, coming up with a story or writing a poem, you haven't tried it before, try it. You might like it. Or you can just sit and daydream and come up with this fantastic fantasy.
Sorry, I was like thinking of like odd or dangerous, or why would you even want to have that kind of hobby? I was coming up with a list in my head about all these obscure hobbies that nobody would want to have or would not ever think to have.
Toenail collecting.
I was thinking of like throwing knives at a certain something or other, things like that.
Well, if you have something that you don't mind damaging and it's not a living something, then go for it.
Well, a lot of times they throw them at like trees.
Yeah, well.
Trees are living.
Well, they are alive, but they're not sentient. They don't have a brain that can process impulses and feel pain. So, hey, if you want to throw knives at trees, as long as there's not somebody sitting under the tree or climbing the tree or behind the tree.
Sorry, I just thought of something really funny. I could just see somebody that's not very bright finding one of those, one of those knives that, like, it comes out, but it's not actually real or whatever, or they think it's real, but it's really not. So you push the button and it comes up. So he throws it at the tree. He's like, why doesn't it stick in the tree? So he keeps trying, and it's because once it hits the tree, it closes. because it's not real. It doesn't stick in the tree.
What do you mean somebody who's not very bright? You weren't supposed to tell anybody about that.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing a Jedi hand wave. You did not just hear that I did that. I did not do that.
Jeez, I'm telling Hunting Bear's secrets, and I didn't even know it was a secret until he told me. Because I just... Anyway. Okay, that was fun. Next fun thing. Oh.
All right. Well, I guess we've had fun for long enough.
Well, we talked about mindfulness, making sure we kind of slow down and be in the moment, be in the now. We also had fun and laughed. I hope you all had fun and laughed. And even if you didn't come away with anything new, having fun is fine. Being able to have fun and cool off, maybe you just needed this before you started the week of, just have some fun before you start another week of craziness. So hopefully you all had a good time with us.
All right. Well, I guess we're finished. And is that a fish or... Oh, never mind. No, not a fish to eat. We don't eat fish.
Sometimes you don't have to say everything to everybody. Heroes.
I didn't say everything. That would take forever.
You know what I mean.
Okay. Well, I didn't tell them that you were puckering up for a kiss. I did not tell them that.
You just did.
No, I did not. Now she's hitting me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dodge and have you accidentally hit the chair and hurt yourself. Kiss the boo-boo, make it better.
Okay, anyways.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. And
Gonna wrap up.
And
yo.
As we said at the beginning, if you'd like to talk to somebody about something, you might be going through something or want some advice, we might be able to come up with good advice or bad advice. Double check it afterwards to make sure that it's actually good before you act upon it.
And if it's specific to female advice and male advice, well, I'm female and Ben's male, so just saying, because some things, gender ones aren't perfect, so just thought I'd put that out there. And I did. It's out there.
If you identify as one or the other,
or neither.
If it's neither, then doesn't matter who you contact.
We can have the unicorn talk to you.
And it actually doesn't really matter who you talk to. However, we might be able to identify more if it's has something to do with that. So
that's what I meant.
But you can either instant messages here in Second Life, or if you're not in Second Life, and you should be.
You really, really should. It's fun. You could see the unicorns if Ben ever makes the unicorns, and I hope he does.
Yeah.
Please.
Well,
please.
If you watched the YouTube video, you saw them in the front of the church.
Oh.
Yeah, with the butterflies and the rainbows.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I want them for reals.
That might be a problem. Anyway.
We could try.
We can imagine.
Later.
Yeah.
Okay, later. We'll do that.
Yeah, anywho. And you can go to ALM CyberChurch, click the director's offices, and you can contact us that way. And
please do that, because I want to get some messages from people.
And you can also join Second Life from that page. Just click Enter the Virtual World. It gives you a link to join Second Life for free, and it also gives you a link to come straight here to this land.
Yeah, it's free, so it's not like you have to pay anything to get in. It's free.
Indeed. And in a few minutes, or maybe right now, I don't know.
Whenever we're going to go to the
Outside.
garden.
Gonna go over to the garden, see if there are any fairies over there.
We're going to have fun.
Riding unicorns. Yeah. And,
Don't tease me.
okay.
Because you know how much I like the unicorns and the fairies and the butterflies and everything. Because I'm part of all of those. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. So, we'll meet you over there.
Can I do the ending?
Yep.
May you all have a wonderful week. Hope to see you next week. And may you put some fun in every day. You might not be able to do every second because that might be a little over the top. But put some fun in your day. Put a smile on your face. And go get 'em, tiger. Alright, you all have a great week. Bye-bye.